We welcome you live from California's Angels Stadium, where tonight the 1980 Action PC replay has gotten underway. But tonight we'll go to the West Coast, as it'll be the Cleveland Indians taking on the California Angels. Hello, everybody. The Sports Time Machine is here, and we bring you live coverage of the 1980 Action PC play. Here, it will be the Angels and the Indians. The Angels are the defending 1979 American League West champions, so we'll get a chance to see the Angels as they make their first week debut. We played a couple games already, but it's the first broadcast of the 1980 replay that we're doing. The defense for the Angels will give your rating a 1 to 10 scale. It'll be Rudy in left. He's a 7 and a 7. Cowan's a center. He's a 4 and an 8. Ford's a 3 and a 6. The infield is Lansford. He's a 5. Pottag's a shortstop. He's a 6. Rich is a 9. Carew is a 5. And Brian Downing is on the mound. He's a 5. I believe an arm is a 4. On the mound is Dave Frost. Dave Frost will be making his 1980 debut. Let's see if we can take a look at Mr. Frost's statistics and kind of give you an idea what to expect from David today. Let's see if we can click on his information if we can. Let's see, Mr. Frost. I actually am managing the home team Angels today, and I'm kind of wondering why. Again, I'm kind of, there we go. Oh, yeah, California roster. So we go ahead and look. Let's see if we look that up real quick. So give me 1 second here for those who just come and to watch. And I wonder if there's a question in. Let's see. 1 second, folks, as we're just starting to get things ready. Just want to get the feel of this game between the Angels and the Indians from the Big A here in Anaheim. So Rick Manning will be on the. We'll go ahead and get to the game. So Frost will lead off. So Manning has already been, let's see if Manning has done so far. This is actually the home opener for the Angels. This is actually the first at bat. For the Indians offensively, it'll be Manning, Hara, Hargrove, Alexander Orta Hassey, the rookie named Joe Charbonneau, more from him later, Dwayne Kuiper, and Tom Verizor. On the mound for the Indians will be Dan Spillner. Here we go. Rick Manning, the lefty. He'll kick against Dave Frost, the righty. And we're underway here at the ballpark in Anaheim. And there's a swing. That's a ground ball in the hole. Or actually, that's a little nubber. Left fielder comes in and makes the cave. I get a chance to dive for Rudy, a 65% chance at getting it. Or do I let the ball drop for a base hit? Let's see if we can go ahead and make the dive. Rudy with the dive and makes the catch. So you'll see that on your local stations. Nice grab there by Rudy as he made a nice dive. Here is Toby Hara. Toby Hara had a pretty good season, hit 267, 17 steals. Hara always had a good eye. Frost on the mound, right-handed pitcher, Downing the receiver. Here's the pitch from Frost to Hara. That's a ground ball. Oh, that's a walk. That is the typical of Toby Hara with a walk to first, so he does go there. And now here is Mike Hargrove. He'll take a few minutes to get in the box. We have a second to go over this. It was, again, Hargrove, always great batter, hit 304 in 1980. Expect good things from Mike. Always a quality bat in there. Downing sets the target. Frost will have to keep Hara close. Hara does got good speed. Here is the pitch to Hargrove, and there goes Hara. Let's see what happens. That's a ground ball in the hole. He'll have to stop in between. Doesn't get hit by the ball. Second baseman has it, throws, and the runner will go to second. So Hara was moving. That'll keep him out of the double play, and there's 2 outs. So now here is Gary Alexander. Only had 178 bats, 5 home runs, 31 runs batted in, 2 outs here in the first. Alexander, big right-handed batter, designated hitter. Downing puts down the target. Frost from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 out. The pitch to Alexander. Here's a swing from Alexander. That's a fly ball to center field. Let's see if the center fielder can get it. It will drop in. It will drop in for a base hit. Let's see if they'll send Harrah from third. Let's see what they'll do. Only a 4-arm out there. Let's see if they'll send it, and they do. Harrah takes advantage of the weak arm, and the Indians take a 1-0 lead. So Gary Alexander with the first RBI of the 1980 season for the Indians. And here's George Orta. Orta can play all over the place, infield, outfielder, 291 hitter, good hitter spray, hits all over the place. Downing behind the plate, Frost on the mound. Indians lead 1-0, 2 outs here in the first. Pitcher from Frost, and here is the pitch. And swings. Again, that's a rubber to the right-hand side. A 9 defenseman Gritch. Pretty good. That is a good play by Gritch to end the inning. But they do get a run on 1 hit and no errors. 1/2 inning of play. How about them Tribe? They lead this 1-0. So bottom of the first here at the ballpark here in Anaheim. Of course, when I've seen this game played on different channels, I always see the newest Anaheim Stadium. Today, I'm not using that. I am actually using a more 1980 ballpark before they moved into the big football stadium that they were using. So here is Al Cowens. He'll lead off here for the Angels. It'll be Cowens, Lansford, Ford, Baylor, Carew, Downing, Rudy, Gritch, and Pottag. For the Indians, Charbonneau's a 4-5 in left. Manning's an 8-4 in center. Orta's an 8-8. Wow, that's a good arm they give Orta out there. Harrah at third's a 6. Verizer's a 6 at short. Kuiper's a 6 at second. Hargrove's a 5 at first. And Hassey's a 7-5 behind the plate. On the mound, the right-hander, Dan Spillner. Spillner, 194 innings of work, 225 hits that year, 23 home runs. Not really a strikeout pitcher, and a high whip of 1.5. Here's Cowens. He'll lead off for the Angels here in the first. Spillner, the right-hander, and here's the pitch. And he swings, ground ball. See, does it go through for a base hit? It does. So Cowens gets the first hit of the year for the Angels. He's on with nobody out. Let's see if Cowens can run a little bit. So now here's the third baseman, Carney Lansford. Good ball player. So Lansford comes in, young-looking hitter. Will get 600 at-bats for this Angel team. Good 270 hitter. So he should be able to – he has a definitely young, good-looking career. Hassey puts down the sign for him. Spilling to the righty from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lansford. And swings. And there it is. And that's a ball 4 again. And – no, he struck Lansford out that time. Good curveball outside corner. So with 1 out, here is Disco Dan Ford. Kind of an anomaly. When playing all of his years with the Minnesota Twins, kind of got a good contract coming over to the Angels. Hassey puts down the target for him. Spillner from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch, and he tries to throw it over, tries to keep Cowens close at first. So Cowens was trying to go. You could tell he was trying to get a good lead at first. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch. And that is a line drive left field. Let's see if it has carry. Left fielder will back up. I think he will take him to the track and makes the catch. So a nice catch there. So the runner on first will hold. They'll get the ball back in, and now there's 2 outs. So now here is Don Baylor. What more can you say about Don? He came off his MVP season in 1979, kind of led this Angels, and should have got past the Orioles in that World Series, but unfortunately couldn't get the winning run in. So this Angel team expecting a lot this year. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner looks into the big DH Baylor, and here is the pitch. And he hits a drive to center field, I believe, or a second baseman is right there and makes the play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 1 inning of play here at the Big A. Indians 1, Angels 0. Top second here at the big ballpark in Anaheim. We continue live coverage of the 1980 play. Here is Ron Hassey. So Hassey the batter. Hassey, good young looking catcher in this Indian organization. Down he puts down the sign. Frost looks in. Right-handed pitcher. 20 pitches first inning. He'll need to bring that down some. Here's the pitch to the left-handed hitter Hassey. And that has a ground ball in the whole shortstop. Does it go through? No, it's going to carry out to the left fielder. Rudy makes the catch for the first out. So Rudy tested again, but this time got to it. Here is a young kid by the name of Joe Charbonneau. He's got a lot of pop in him. He came out of the minor league organization, and they expect a lot for him. Let's see what he does here in his first MLB at bat. Downing puts down the target, and Dave Frost looks in. And here's the first pitch of the year to Charbonneau. And he walks him. So Charbonneau takes the walk and goes to first. Dave Frost again, he's having problems keeping a pitch count down. 31 pitches through an inning plus. Here is the second baseman, Dwayne Kuiper, out of here. Batting as the second baseman, not much power. Good contact hitter. So Downing puts down the target. Frost from the stretch. Runner on first and one out. Here's the pitch to the second baseman. That's a ground ball. Let's see what they do with it. Do they have enough time to go to second? Third baseman gets up, and he's gonna go to long way. Gets the first out and goes to first for the double play. They double up Kuiper, and that does it. Nice job. So now that was a 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, and a walk, and no one left after the double play. Bottom of the second coming up. 1-0 Cleveland. So now here is Mr. Rod Carew as he came over from the Minnesota Twins, I believe in the 19. This is actually, I believe, his first year with the Angels. Always have to have baseball reference up just to give you some information if I miss something. So let's look at Mr. Carew's numbers, who already has been putting up a great MVP season. Carew is from Panama. Kind of taking a look at Mr. Carew's stats if I can. So give me 1 second to look at that and see what my history tells me on Rod. So Rod Carew, let's look at Mr. Carew's stats as we look inside the numbers here, taking a second away from the ballpark and see if we can find something out about Mr. Carew. I was hoping it would generate faster like it does, but looks like it is going to be slow. So we'll go ahead and it's coming up here. Here's Mr. Carew. And of course we're having some issues with that. So we'll go ahead and continue back game times, and that has its telling me not to look today. So here's Carew's first at bat of the season. Boy, he has always been one of the best hitters in baseball, along with George Brett. It's a sweet swing, left-handed hitter. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner, 20 pitches through the first inning. Again, needs to bring that pitch count down. Here is the pitch to Carew. And Carew hits a drive down to second. That should be the second baseman, Kuiper. He gets it, makes a play, and that is out number one. So Carew is retired. And now here's the catcher, Brian Downing. He's again another good-looking player in this Angel organization. He can hit. He has a decent catcher. Got to avoid some injuries. He had those. Came over from the Chicago White Sox. Hassey puts down the target, and Spillner looks in. He got him out on the first pitch there. Here's the pitch to Downing and a swing. And he walks Downing. So Spillner's pitch count continues to escalate as Downing takes first base. That was a 5-pitch at bat. And now here's the left fielder, Mr. Joe Rudy. So Rudy the bat, runner on first and one out, 1-0 Cleveland. Bottom of the second here at the Big A. Hope you're happy here to join us. Sports Time Machine is here for Call the Action on this Action PC 1980 replay. Hassey puts down the target and Spillner from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Rudy. Rudy swings, and that is a ground ball hit to short. Let's see if they go to short. Do they have time? They do. Here's a good pivot to first and gets the double play on Rudy. So that was a quick 5-4-3 double play. We played 2, 1-0 Cleveland as we go to the third. So top of the third here at the Big A, Indians, Angels. Indians lead 1-0. Here's a shortstop, Tommy Verizor. Verizor, kind of a good defensive player. If he gets you some base hits, that is a plus. Downing puts down the sign. Frost, 36 pitches through 2. He really needs to drop that down some. Here's the pitch to Verizor, and that is a swing up the gap. Shortstop. Shortstop's got it. He's going to wait for it. He's got time. Good strong throw by the shortstop. Freddy Pottag makes the play, just like his days in Kansas City. Nice play by Pottag. And now here is Rick Manning. Rick Manning comes up. Manning line to left his first time up. Rudy making a nice catch. Downing puts down the target, and Dave Frost looks in. Here is the pitch and swings. And that could be struck him out. So this time he's out inside corner from Dave Frost. So that's a big 2 outs here in the third, and brings up Toby Harrah. Harrah so far in this ball game, I believe he got hit by a pitch. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. Okay, he got hit by a pitch early in this game. So Downing puts down the sign for him. Frost from the windup, and here's the pitch to Toby Harrah. Toby Harrah, ground ball, but the pitcher is right there. No, he's not going to get it. Second baseman, who's going to have it? The first baseman has it. And the pitcher over the cover. Nicely done by Dave Frost. You can score that 3-1. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of third. It's 1-0 Cleveland. So now here is Bobby Grich, who will be followed by Freddy Pottag and Al Cowens. So far, Cleveland 1 run on 1 hit and no errors. The Angels, no runs on 1 hit and no errors. So far, I have a beautiful night here in Southern California. Here's Bobby Grich. Grich comes up. Of course, Bobby Grich came over from the Orioles, and he's definitely made a good home here. He's a former UCLA graduate, so he's born right here in the Southern California area. Hassey puts down the target. Spillner looks in. Here's the pitch to Bob Grich. And he swings a ground ball in the hole. It's hit hard. Third baseman's got it. Oh, he makes a bobble, but as he makes the play, he kind of got handcuffed and throws him out for out number 1. Oh, my goodness. So the third baseman, Harrah, got handcuffed. You could tell that was a tough play there, but he came up throwing for out number 1. Here's the shortstop, Freddy Pottag. Of course, I talked about him coming over from the Kansas City Royals, kind of the end of his career. So he steps up, right-handed batter. Hassey puts down the sign for him. Spillner looks in, and here's the pitch to Pottag. Pottag swings, and does he get a piece of it? No, he gets the K. So with 2 outs here in the third, here is Al Cowens. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. He got himself a ground ball, a single between first and second his first time up. Hassey puts down the sign for him. Spillner looks in, and here's the pitch. Spillner having a better inning with pitch control so far. The fly ball right field. He hits it hard to the opposite way. Oppo power for Cowens. It's back in the corner, but a catch is made. 3 up, 3 down go the Angels. We played 3, 1-0 Cleveland. Action PC replay, 1980 season. So top of the fourth, here we go. Of course, this game brought to you by the 1980 and Action PC. Here is Mike Hargrove. So Hargrove, the batter. Hargrove so far in this game grounded to second and moved along Harrah to second. Downing puts down the sign. Frost looks in. Here is the pitch to Hargrove. Hargrove, a sky to right field. Again, it's towering right field. Right fielders has it. Does he wait? And makes the catch. Oof. So another shot to right field. He got all of it. Now here's Gary Alexander. He's responsible so far for the only RBI in the ballgame. He knocked in Harrah from second with a ribby single. So top of the fourth here with 1 away. Gary Alexander, the right-handed hitter. Downing puts down the target for him. Frost looks in. Here's the pitch to Gary Alexander. Alexander struck him out, I believe. Yes, it is. So a big strikeout from Dave Frost. That's the second out here in the fourth, and Dave Frost can really use a nice quick inning. Here is the shortstop, George Orta. So Orta, the batter. So far, Orta, let's see when he's done so far. Orta ground the second his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Downing puts down the sign. Frost looks in, and here's the pitch to Orta. And swings a drive to the opposite way to shortstop. Again, that is the shortstop, picks it up. Throws a strike and got him. That will end the inning, and that's a quick fourth inning here in Anaheim. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is still 1-0 Cleveland. So Dan Spillner coming out for his fourth inning of work. Of course, I'm running the home team in this case, the California Angels. Here is Carney Lansford. Lansford, the batter, struck out his first time up. Hassey puts down the sign. Dan Spillner looks in, and here's the windup to Lansford. And he swings. Does he swing through it? Yes, he does. Just below the belt and gets the strikeout. So Lansford's out for the first out in the fourth. And here is Disco Dan Ford. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fly to deep down the left field lines first time up. Hassey puts down the target. Spillner looks in, and here is the pitch. And that is a fly ball opposite field, right field, taking the right fielder down the line. He'll come over and reach it, make the catch. Nicely done by the right fielder, George Orta. 2 outs here in the fourth. And here's the designated hitter, Don Baylor. Boy, this position was met for Don. Along with people like Larry Heisel, who blew out their shoulder, this was a perfect position for Baylor, who needed a place to hit where he didn't have to field. He had some great speed growing up with the Orioles, but he just became a big thundering bat later on in his career. Hassey puts down the target. Spillner looks in. Here's the pitch to Baylor. And swings. And does he swing over? Yes, he does. Spillner gets another strikeout. We play 4 here in Anaheim. It is 1-0 Cleveland. Action PC replay. We head to the 5th. So Ron Hassey, we follow by Charbonneau and Kuiper here in the visiting 5th. 1-0 Indians. Downing puts down the target. Frost looks in. 60 pitches through 4. Here's the pitch to Hassey. Hassey, that is a fly center field. Not really deep. Center fielder is going back on it. And he should make the catch. And that's a long out. Center fielder with a nice catch. So Cowens went back almost to the warning track, but the catch was made. Here's Charbonneau. Charbonneau walked his first time up. Still looking for his first at bat here in the major leagues. Downing puts down the sign for him. Frost looks in. Here is the big windup and pitch to Charbonneau. Charbonneau, ground ball, shortstop. He could have the first hit his career. Rudy comes up with it. No, Rudy with a nice catch, and there's 2 outs. Rudy again made a nice charge on it and put the glove on it. So that's 2 outs. So now with 2 outs, here is Dwayne Kuiper. So Kuiper, the player here. Rudy coming out with some spectacular plays here. He looks like his 1971 self when he's with the Athletics. Downing puts down the sign. Frost looks in, and here's the big windup to the left-handed hitter, Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper, ground ball up the middle. Pitcher cannot get it. Second baseman Gritch. He sets, throws them out, and the Indians are down 1-2-3. Let's head to the bottom of the 5th. Hit the big A. It's 1-0 favor of the Indians. Carew, Downing, Rudy for the Angels. So Carew 0 for 1. I guess take this quick out while I have a second here and see if I can get on what I want to get, maybe on through Chrome. Let's see, will let me on here. We're still gonna have some problemos running through. Sometimes the internet doesn't want to give me the same problems that is. So got to look at that again, I guess. So we're here at the bottom of the 5th. So here we go. Carew back. Carew followed by Downing and Rudy. A left-right combination against Spillner. Spillner 53 pitches going to the 5th inning. Hassey puts down the target. Spillner looks in. Here is the pitch. And that is struck. No, walked him. So Carew is on. We know he's got good speed. Let's see if Carew can maybe take advantage of it here. So now here's Brian Downing. So let's see if he can run. What kind of chances does he have to steal base will be the question. So let's see. Does he get the steal? Yes, he does. Here comes the throw by Downing. Does he beat it there? He is caught stealing. So Carew caught stealing in the 5th. So Carew is done. Here's Brian Downing. So good throw by Hassey to Kuiper, who applied the big tag. So 1 out in the 5th. The Angels turned away again. Hassey puts down the sign. Dan Spillner now working to no one on base and 1 man out. Here's the pitch to Brian. Brian hits a smash to right field. Let's see if this one is going to get there. Right fielder is Orta. Comes in, has time, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs in the 5th, and now it brings up Joe Rudy, the left fielder. Rudy so far 0 for 1. Hassey puts down the target. Spillner nods. Here's the windup and pitch from Dan Spillner. Spillner running in the gap. Let's see who gets this. Third baseman has it. He makes a strong throw from the diamond, gets him, and ends that inning. 3 up, 3 down, go the Angels. We head to the 6th. Pitchers duel here in Anaheim. 1-0 Cleveland. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for Cleveland. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Angels. So Verizon will swing, followed by Manning and Hara in the 6th against Dave Frost. Frost has gone 74 innings, only gave about 78 innings of actual time, so he's not going to be in there for a long period. So the Angels may have to eat up some of their bullpen today. Downing puts down the sign for him. Frost the right-hander to Verizon and the pitch. So here's a ground ball up the hole. Gritch is there, makes the play, turns and fires, got him, and Bobby Gritch again makes a nice play there. So 1 out in the 6th. Here is Rick Manning. Manning is 0 for 2. Manning has lied to left and struck out. Downing has put down the sign. Dave Frost looks in, the right-hander to the left-handed hitter. Batting for the 3rd time his lineup. Right field, this could be deep, or is it foul? That is deep, and this ball is foul. Whew. That's a foul in the stands, baby. So that was deep in the right field seats. Manning ticket for a ride, so now Frost has to be careful here. 3-2 pitch with 1 out. Doesn't want to walk Manning here. Downing puts down the target, and Frost from the stretch. Here is the pitch to Manning. And hits it in the gap again. Let's see who gets this. Third baseman's got it. He makes a strong play. Manning could run, but he throws him out by a couple steps. Good play there by the third baseman, Carney Lansford. 2 outs in the 6th. Here's Hara. He's 0 for 1. Hit by pitch, scored the only run, and ground the first. He's officially 0 for 1. 2 outs here in the 6th. Downing puts down the sign. Dave Frost with a big windup and the pitch. And the pitch to Hara, that could be a base hit. It will go to the right field. That's a base hit. So big hit the ball game for Toby Hara. He's on for the 2nd time. So now the Angels may have to consult their bullpen here. So let's do a mound trip here. And they say Dave Frost is still strong. So, okay, so the pitching coach comes out and talks to him. Now pitch to the left-handed hitting Mike Hargrove. So with 2 outs in the 6th, 1-0 Cleveland. Downing puts down the target. Frost working from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Hara has got some good jets. If he runs, he can get there. Here's the swing. That is a fly ball right fielder. Is it popped up? Looks like it's popped up. First baseman, let's see if he's got it. He's coming near the sidelines. Let's see if he runs out of room or not. He's going to reach. Makes the catch. Oh, what out of play. Oh, my. So he ran out of room. Carew almost made a spectacular play, but it bounced right in the gap, and he ran out of real estate, as they say here. Downing puts down the sign. Frost from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 outs. Let's see if they'll send Hara here. Here's the swing, and that's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop should get this. Let's see if he goes to second the easy way. Takes it to the bag himself, actually, to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a pitcher's duel here in Anaheim. 1-0 favor of Cleveland. So now bottom of the 6th inning, it'll be Bobby Gritch, Pottag, and Cowens, the bat for the Angels here in the 6th. 1-0's your score. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner, 62 pitches through 5. He gave him 194, so Spillner should be strong here to get through these innings. Here's a pitch to Gritch. Gritch, ground ball in the hole. Let's see who gets this. This will be nice play there by the third baseman. Hara picks it and makes a nice play. 1 out in the 6th. So 1 out in the 6th. It will now be Pottag. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out his first time up. Hassey puts down the sign, goes through some numbers. Spillner with the big windup, and here's the deal. Swing. That is a fly ball center field. Not deep. probably takes the center fielder to the tracks, and does. Woof, he hit a drive. So Pottag had dead central power, but he made the catch. So 2 outs, probably the longest hit. Might be the longest hit Pottag's ever hit in the last few years. 2 outs in the 6th, and here's Cowan. He's up for the 3rd time. He's 1 for 2. He singled back in the 1st inning. So far, the only hit for the Halos. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner looks in. Here's the windup right now. And swings again up the gap. Let's see if the shortstop's got. He's got room, but Cowens he's got speed. Throws across the diamond and gets him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Go to Angels. Let's go to the 7th. 1-0 Cleveland here on the Sports Time Machines Action PC 1980 replay. So now in the 7th, we'll now take you. It will be now. Frost does appear fine. So again, he looks like he's still able to go strong. It'll be Alexander Orton Hassey. That's a right. I believe that's a right, left against Dave Frost. So Downing puts down the sign. Frost with the windup and pitch to Alexander. That's a fly ball in the left field. Rudy will come in on it. Rudy comes in. Should make this catch. One hands it, makes the catch. 1 out here in the 7th. So now here's George Orta. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He's grounded out twice. Both the Pottag. Downing puts down the sign for him. Frost nods. Here is the pitch to the left-handed hitter, George Orta. Orta, ground ball in the hole. Orta's got speed. This will probably go through. It does for a base hit. So it goes through for a base hit for Orta. Base hit number 3 for Cleveland. And now here's the left-handed hitting Ron Hassey. On deck is the rookie left fielder Joe Charbonneau. So Hassey the batter, runner on first. Orta not too much speed. Downing puts down the sign, so Frost looks in, gets it. Here's the pitch to Hassey. They can look for a double play on the catcher here. Can they get the double play? Let's see the shortstop. He's got it. He goes to second for the quick. Can he get the first? Yes, he can. Double play. 6-4-3. So Pottag, the Grinch, to the first baseman for the Halos. So a nice reception there by Carew. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's still 1-0 Cleveland. So 1 hit did not do anything. So now Dan Spillner looking extremely strong here. 72 pitches through 6. And he'll now pitch to Lansford, followed by Ford and Baylor. Right. So far here against Spillner. That's been absolutely, really has been strong so far. Spillner looks in, gets the big windup, and here's the pitch to the right-handed third baseman up the middle. That could be a base hit. It is. Carney Lansford's on with a base hit. He hits it to the opposite way quite well, and that's the 2nd hit for the Halos. Let's see if the Halos can get back in this now. Lansford with good speed. The question is, can they get him over? But here is Dan Ford. So far in the ballgame, he's flied to down deep left and flied to shallow right, so he's 0 for 2 so far. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner from the stretch. Lansford getting a good lead off first. Here's the pitch. And he went over trying to pick him off. So again, Spillner trying to keep Lansford close at first. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner from the stretch. Here is the pitch. And that's a ground ball in the hole. Let's see if does somebody get it. First baseman should get it. He takes it to the bag himself while the runner will go to second. So he gets the job done. He gets him over. So now runner on second and 1 out. And now here is Mr. Don Baylor. Got to call this guy Mr. He is just an ambassador of this game. Line the second and struck out 0 for 2. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner to the right-hander to the right-handed hitting Baylor. Runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to the big designated hitter. That's a ground ball in the hole. Let's see if someone will get it. Shortstop's got it. He fires and throws. Got Baylor. Baylor just doesn't have that foot speed anymore that he did early on in his career. 2 outs here in the 6th. And now bring up the tough Rod Carew. But he's in the right spot here. For a base hit, he's always been known to get him. He, so far in this ballgame, has grounded second and walked, officially 0 for 1. Spillner trying to work out of this little jam. Hassey puts down the sign for him, goes through the numbers. Spillner from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Carew with the runner on second. Runner on second goes. Let's see if that gets him in. Fly to center field. If the center fielder comes in, let's see. Does he get it? Manning makes the play to end the inning. So Carew cannot drive him in. They strand one. We go to the eighth. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Action PC 1980 replay. Cleveland, 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors, while the Angels, no runs on 2 hits. How's everyone out there as we play this 1980 replay game? 12 years old at the time, 1980s has a significant season to me, just like 1978 did. Thanks to George F. and Brett, the Yankees were taking out their misery. Looks like this season's not going to be any different. Frost looks okay. So Frost going into the 8th inning, 102 pitches. So Frost is surviving out there. He'll pitch to Charbonneau, Kuiper, Verizon, right, left, right against Frost. Downing puts down the target, paps it for him. Frost may want to challenge Joe. He hasn't figured him out yet. There's a ground ball up the middle. Oh, that's a fly ball center field. Does it drop? And the center fielder makes the catch. Good play from Al Cowens. A nice veteran center fielder in Cowens makes the catch on Charbonneau. And here's the second baseman, Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper has ground the third, ground the second, 0 for 2 so far. Downing puts down the target. Frost looks in. Here's the pitch to Kuiper. 1 out here in the 8th. Kuiper hits a shot down the right field line. Kuiper not known for power. Right fielder should come in for it, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Nice play by Ford to run it down. So now here's Tommy Verizon. 2 outs in the 8th inning. Verizon so far has ground the short, ground the second. 2 outs in the 8th. Cleveland leads 1-0, out hitting the Halos 3-2. Downing puts down the target. Frost with the big windup and pitch to Verizon. And here is a fly ball to center field. Again, this should be a center fielder. Cowens comes in on it and makes the catch to end the. Oh, what a play there! He went over and made a nice catch. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 1-0 Cleveland. So the Angels down to the last 6 outs. And again, if you watch the Yankee replay against the Athletics, what Lefty Grove did to him, taking a no-hitter into the 8th inning. So these games have a tendency of playing realistic sometimes, not able to get hits. So the Angels will send up Downing, Rudy Gritch. Kind of a good veteran leadership here. Right against Spillner here in the 8th. Spillner only 82 pitches going in the 8th inning. He's doing just fine. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner with the windup, and here's the pitch. And that is a strikeout. Yes, it is. Caught him on the inside corner. Big strikeout for Dan Spillner. So he has 2 walks and 5 strikeouts so far through 7 1/3. Here's Joe Rudy. Rudy to come up. So far has ground the third and ground the first. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner with the big windup. And here's the pitch to Rudy. And Rudy will strike him out too. Oh, 6 strikeouts for Spillner. 2 big strikeouts here in the 8th. So now Bobby Gritch comes up. Let's see if Gritch can find some power. Otherwise, they might be looking for some pinch hitters here in the 9th inning. There'll be Pottag, Cowens, and Lansford in the 9th. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner looks in, and here's the pitch. And that is, did he strike out the side? Yes, he does. He strikes the side out. Dan Spillner goes to the 9th inning. 1-0 Cleveland. Oh, my. How about them Indians? In the 9th, it's 1-0 Tribe. So now we head to the 9th inning, and we'll see what happens. And now Frost looks like he may have to come out of there. It's 1-0 in the 9th, and it will be back to the top of the order from Manning, Hargrove, lefty, righty, lefty. So let's see what the Angels have in their bullpen here. So hang on. Oh, here we go. So lefty, righty, lefty. So my opinion would be Manning doesn't hit well against lefties. So I think it's automatically we get Dave Laroche in there. So Dave Laroche will come in the ball game. He is your new pitcher. I think he didn't come in. Let's see if we can maybe make the move again. Let's see if we do this. So, okay. And give me 1 second here. Okay. Why is Laroche not coming in this ball game? We're trying to figure that out. So bullpen, let's see if we can make the move here. Getting on 1 second here. I don't want to do a mound trip. I shouldn't have to. So there you go. That's a double clip. That will do it. So here's David Laroche. He comes in. He's a lefty. So his first outing of the year. He could definitely give the Angels some relief. He was a closer back the year before. So now he looks to give him some. I don't think he had any starts. He was mostly out of the bullpen. So it will be Manning followed by Harrah and Hargrove, two lefties and a righty. Got to worry about Harrah against Laroche here, but he got two lefties coming out, and then Gary Alexander. Downing puts down the sign. The new pitcher is Dave Laroche. Let's see if he makes a good pitch here to the lefty. And he walked him. That's one thing you don't do coming out of the bullpen is issue the leadoff walk. So there it is. There's a walk from Laroche, and now here's Toby Harrah. He kind of always had the tenacity of hitting left-handed pitching. I cannot change the computer lineup. I'm not trying to see their lineup. So let's see if we can have a little bit of advanced scouting on Harrah if we can. And Harrah. So let's see. So we'll bring here. Oops, didn't want to do that. Let's go back. Oh, there's Harrah right there. So Harrah against lefties was hitting 802 OPS compared to 736, 275. So he was about even that year. Harrah, most years I played him, was a little bit stronger against lefties. So Harrah against Laroche, runner on first, nobody out. Downing puts down the sign for him. Laroche has to keep Manning close. Here's a pitch to Harrah. He can use a double play here right away, and that is a strikeout on Harrah that time. So Dave Laroche makes a nice pitch, went out in the ninth, and it now brings up Mike Hargrove, an excellent left-handed batter, and then you get Gary Alexander up. Do the Angels again pull Laroche? We'll see. Downing puts down the sign, goes through the signs for him. Laroche working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Hargrove. He can use a double play here to get out of this inning. That's a foul ball down the line. Foul. So foul in there in the bullpen inside the dugout. So again, a 1-2 strikes on him. Downing puts down the sign. Laroche working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Hargrove on a 1-2 pitch. He does make contact. That's up the middle. Let's see if they can turn two. That is Pottag. He goes to second. The Gritch. He goes to first. Carew. Nice play. Big double play. Ends the inning. So the Angels will come up in the bottom of the ninth, needing one. It is 1-0 Indians heading to the bottom of the ninth. And Dan Spillner, 93 pitches through 8 innings, will go for the complete game. So now Freddy Pottag comes up. And now let's see who they have on this bench. And Campaneris or Todd Cruz can play short. So against OPS against a righty who is the best hitter right now versus a righty. Good boy, not an excellent showing of people. The best OPS player right now is Cruz and Larry Harlow, and that's not too much. So let's see here. So let's see if we'll make the change here. Again, I'm trying to get used to the game itself. So let's see if I can. Oh, let's see. Bench. So Pottag. Oh, gosh. Let's see. So we want Harlow. We can here. I know I've made a substitution before. I have to remember how to do it. So Harlow. Nope, don't do it there. I just saw it, huh? Click to pinch hit. There we go. That's how you do it. And here comes Larry Harlow. He will bat. So So here comes Harlow. So he's a left-handed batter, always able to hit righties pretty well. So we'll see if he can maybe get Spillner off his game. Hassey puts down the target for him. Dan Spillner looks in. Here's the pitch to the left-handed hitter, Harlow. That's a ground ball in the hole. Let's see if it goes through. The shortstop is there. Ranges. Oh, what a play by the shortstop. And he makes the play. Tom Verizor. So Verizor makes a nice play. And there's one out in the ninth. And here is Al Cowens. Cowens in the ball game, 1 for 3. He'll probably stay in there and hit. Lansford due on deck. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner, 95 pitches, still looking strong. Here's the pitch to Cowens. He went inside. Does it hit him? I think it hit him. So Cowens, I think, gives a glare out to Frost. I think he knocked him a little bit. It was inside, and a pitch did hit him. So Cowens goes to first. There's one out. Cleveland leading 1-0. Bottom of the ninth, he's got a chance to walk it off here in front of their hometown fans here as they receive the 1979 American League West champion. Now flying out in the state. We'll see if the Angels can mend a big blow of this ball game. Here's Lansford, 1 for 3. He singled back in the 7th inning. We'll see if Lansford can do it again. So again, he looks in. Hassey puts down the sign. Spillner from the stretch. Cowens on at first. Here's a pitch to Lansford. Does he get a good knock here? That's a ground ball in the hole. Does he get him? No, the first baseman will take it to the bag himself. But again, that will move the runner to second. So the runner will move to second base. So let's see what happens here. So Cowens moves to second. There's 2 outs, and it brings up Disco Dan Ford with Don Baylor on deck. Can the Angels find some happiness here in Southern California, or will the Tribe get the opening day win? Let's find out. Dan Spillner, the tie runner at second, 2 outs. Spillner looks in. Hassey puts down the target. Ford, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Does he get him home? Runner from second goes. Ground ball in the hole. Verizor again will have it. No, that's a base hit. Let's see if they send the runner home. Cowens around third. If he wants to send him home, it's 89%. The Angels are going to try to tie this baby up. Here comes the throw. And no, we will not try. Oh, here comes the throw to the plate. 89%. Does he? No, he's out of it. It ends the game. An outfield assist from the left fielder for the Indians. Holy cow. Joe Charbonneau came up gunning and threw a strike to the catcher. The catcher, Hassey, put a perfect tag on Al Cowens, who came rambling through, and that will end the ball game. Oh, my goodness. What an ending here. They are mobbing Joe Charbonneau as he threw a strike from left field to end this game. No offensive heroes today. The Cleveland Indians win it, 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. The Angels, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. A walk-off assist from left field from Charbonneau, and that assist will go 7-2. And he had about a 90% chance in making it. Spillner goes the all way on it, goes 9 innings, gets the complete game, goes to 1-0, 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Dave Frost went 8 innings, took the unfortunate loss, 3 hits and 1 run that was earned. Rose pitched 1 inning, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And then as you look at the plays of the game, the MVP was Dan Spillner, goes the complete game. Game-winning RBI goes to Gary Alexander, had the only one left on base. Angels 3, Cleveland 2. Angels got 3 double play balls, and the outfield assist, yes, Joe Charbonneau, he saves the game with an unbelievable assist to home plate, and that assist went 7-2 to end it. What an amazing ending you can have in a ball game. So a 7-2 assist ends it. That's the ball game. Cleveland goes to 1-0. The Angels in their home opener goes to 0-1. Thank you, folks, for coming out to today's game. I appreciate everyone for coming out. Again, this has been the Sports Time Machines presentation of the 1980 Sports Time Machines 1980 Action PC Replay. Again, folks, thank you so much. Let's see if we can bring a share here. If I'm not, I guess I have to change out my screen here. So I'll have to do that real quick. You'll see my hands for 1 second. I'm not a huge fan for that reason, but we'll see if we bring this. So give me a second. We'll go ahead and bring this portion out of the game. That's what we had to do, unfortunately. And unfortunately, when it clicks over like that, I don't have much of an option. As you can see, the Angels go to 0-1, while the first win of the year will go to the Cleveland Indians. They're 1-0. We'll go ahead and fast forward the rest of today's action. So schedule league games. So let's go ahead and individually play the rest of the games on this day. Then we'll take a look at the next matchups on April 12th and see if we got one we can show you. So the Cubs are playing the Mets on this afternoon. We'll go ahead and auto that one and give you the results. It was, give me some time, it was the New York Mets looking to go 2-0. Nope, Dennis Lamp takes out Jeff Reardon. Dave Kingman, 2 for 3 home runs. So the Cubs win it. The Cubs win that ball game. See if we can find a score on that. That's kind of a weird place to put that one there and not give me a score on that one. Let's see if we can. Oh, they win 1-0. So the only run of the ball game was a Kingman bomb. So the Cubs win it 1-0. So great job there by Kong. Gets the home run. Oops, son of All right, folks. Guess that's it. Sorry, I guess I closed the game out. I'll talk to you later. This is the Sports Time Machine. We'll bring you more of the Action PC replay coming up more at another time. Thank you, folks. Have a good